Okay, there we go. Hey everybody, welcome to this late night edition of Toy Kaboom. It's quarter to midnight. It is 85 degrees outside right now.
Gross.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's hotter outside than it is inside.
Ew. I mean that's the way it should be.
But it's nighttime. Like the sun is gone, which is awful. But anyway, so we're gonna do the unboxing of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, the special edition. Yeah, so, yeah, it's a big old box, as you can see, which is cool. It has
unboxing a box.
Yeah, it has, well, this is like most Switch games are like super small. They're like the little tiny things, but this is like a giant, like almost like a shoebox, There you go, it's like that. So yeah, this is the collector's edition. This is not the new game, Shredder's Revenge. This is actually the collection of the old NES games and arcade games and all that. That appeals to old folks like myself. Yeah, so we're gonna do sort of a quick and dirty unboxing. Just so you guys know, this will be part of a larger vlog post in a few weeks. But this is sort of the quick and dirty unboxing section of it, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so this is the real quick and dirty unboxing. This plastic is torn out there, so
I'll help you open it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the collector's edition. Like I said, it was at Best Buy for like an hour at most. It was real hot item. It sold out.
Was it exclusive to Best Buy?
I don't think so, but it sold out real fast. And there was no notice about it. That was the weird thing. There's no like, hey, this is coming out, like pre-orders are happening soon, none of that. It's just like, hey, it's here, buy it. And it was sold out immediately. So I happened to see the tweet from Best Buy and I was like, oh.
Turn on your Twitter notifications, kids.
Yeah, but people were not happy about that, so.
They're not doing like a re-release, this is it? Limited edition?
Don't think so.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was lucky. But yeah, so it starts out here with the front cover, which is exclusive to this edition. It's original art by Kevin Eastman, the co-creator. So it's his art style, very much his trademark, the way he drew the turtles and such.
Yeah.
He draws a very distinct Shredder. It's a very like skinny, sort of like hunched over Shredder. That's sort of his thing. Yeah. So he's the co-creator with Peter Laird, and I actually, Peter Laird's a great artist too, but I actually prefer the way Kevin Eastman draws them personally. It's a little rougher, it's a little more.
I didn't know they both drew them. I thought it was that Kevin Eastman did all the drawing.
No, they both did the artwork back in the day, but they sort of, I'll show you later, but they sort of had different styles of drawing the turtles. So, and Peter Laird is not bad. It's his style's a little bit more cleaner and sort of more family friendly like, and this is a little bit more like intense and gritty, more Frank Miller-esque. So
cool. Yeah,
so there's the whole box, there's the back of it there. Check all that out. There's the sprites from the arcade game, so that's cool.
Well, you're calling this quick and dirty and we are 3 minutes in and the box is not open.
I'm gonna open it now.
Okay.
Let's turn the plastic off. Yay. So I don't know if this is a slip cover. I think it is.
One way to find out. Let's flip it.
Oh. It is slip cover. Check it out. Slips off. What's underneath? The same thing.
What? Oh, the back's kind of cool.
Oh, the back's different. Oh, it's the bottom of like a box. I see. That's cool. So it's the same artwork. Oh, it's a little bit more shiny underneath though.
Shiny.
See, the characters are a little bit more reflective. So that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. The back's got this like print green on it, so we can open it like that. Let's see, you want to see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing in here is your standard Switch game. And that's the...
Not for children, 12 years and younger.
Because y'all don't know.
And you'll probably mess it up. R.I.P. Bioshock box.
Oh god, my Bioshock... it's up there on the shelf. Like, we can't get it down right now, I don't think. But the Bioshock Infinite Collector's Edition that I have was torn open by my son.
When he was like 2.
And yeah, so My fault for putting it on the low shelf, I guess.
Yeah, respect the warnings.
Not for children under 12 years or younger. Yeah, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there is more
well,
writing
it says,
on there.
yeah. These items are collectible. They are not toys.
Yeah, Mom, they're not toys.
Some items contain small parts, choking hazards, plastic bags, or functional sharp parts. Oh, very nice.
Be very careful.
Yeah.
Should I go get you some gloves?
Turtle gloves. That's the just regular game cover there. It's this sort of a collage of all the old covers. I'm about to burp. But yeah, so yeah. Some of these I recognize. Like that's Turtles 3 for NES right up there. That's the Sega Genesis game right there. A bunch of others, you know.
Cool.
So that's cool. Let's see what's inside. Let me get the plastic off.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what's inside.
I'm assuming a game.
Well, right, but sometimes they put like an inside cover art or something. So, and sometimes there's not. If there's not,
we shall find out.
Oh, check that out! Check that out! It's for teens, adolescents. It says that.
Teens, adolescents, not for children 12 years and younger.
No. Because if you're 12 and younger, you're watching that current Turtles show. It's awful. So, there's some inside artwork. It's not crazy. It's like just more of the covers of the old games and such.
Does the game have the taste stuff on it?
The what?
The taste stuff to make it taste bad.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping he'd do that.
It's just the standard title cover. So for those of you that don't know, physical Switch cartridges have gross tasting coating on them, much like the stuff that you use to keep kids from biting their fingernails. Same kind of stuff.
Oh.
So they don't put them in their mouths.
Lick it, lick it, lick it.
No.
Lick it. Yay!
You do it.
All right, fine.
Just like tip your tongue.
It's not that bad.
It's icky.
It is icky, but it's not as bad as you made it seem.
I don't like it. I don't like gross. I don't like gross things in my mouth.
The aftertaste is coming.
Yeah, see, it's bad. Told you. Yeah. So that's the game. We'll move this side of here. It's a little box that holds it. Whatever. It's just black. It's boring. Okay.
Rude.
Let's see. Oh, this is I think it's a cloth poster.
Ooh.
Let's check that out.
Is a cloth poster still a poster, or is it a tapestry?
It's a rich tapestry. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Well, I mean, they called it
a cloth poster.
Yeah, it's Kevin Eastman's original art for this project too, so it's more original stuff that he did.
So, like, could you frame that, you think, or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really neat.
Check that out. Do you see it all there? There it is.
It's the dude.
Which one?
This dude.
What's his name?
Crane.
Yep.
Yay, I did it. And there's a covered wagon. That's funny.
Yeah, this is very much Turtles in Time inspired.
Oh, cool.
There's a ship.
I've not played Turtles
in Time. Kind of Titanic. She's not played Turtles in Time, guys.
That's gonna change this weekend.
Yeah, we'll do a stream this weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, there's all kinds of artwork in here.
That's not the Titanic. That's like the Mayflower.
Well, it's something.
Oh no, that's the Titanic. Then there's like Mayflower over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna confuse those two ships. Yeah, it's cool though. So, I've actually met Kevin Eastman a few times.
Too.
Yeah, you have too. He's always at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So
I actually met him at a signing in at Golden Apple Comics in Hollywood. I used to work by there, and he was doing a signing, and I knew you were a Turtles fan, so I showed up and I got a signed comic.
Yep.
He was super sweet. He
He's
was
super
very
nice.
cool with me not being super hardcore Turtles fan, and I basically said you were, but that I liked what I'd seen of it, and he was really nice about that.
Yeah.
So.
He's super nice. He's usually there with a Heavy Metal magazine now. That's what he runs now. I think he still owns it. Yeah. So now we got some pins.
Ooh.
These are
Pins.
Not sure they're specific to any one game, but got some Krang and some Shredder and some Technodrome, the Turtle Blimp and the Party Wagon.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're pixelated. They kind of look like one take video. They look like they're from the arcade game almost. So,
Cool.
so these are the weird dividers they have in the box between items. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, they're like trading cards.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Hey, what have we here?
Oh, this is for Tournament Fighters, which is the fighting game, which is in here. Yeah. I think there are 3 versions of Tournament Fighters in this set.
So how does that work with the cards?
What do you mean?
Like the cards are for tournament, but do we use the cards while we're
Oh,
playing the
no.
game?
No.
Okay.
These are just like to look cool.
Oh, well, they look cool.
They're really like
They're
sturdy.
really good card stock. Like,
Wow.
oh, the texture's really neat.
Check these out. Yeah, so there's a bunch of them here. There's a Michelangelo. There's a Donatello.
This is Leonardo.
There's Leonardo. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the texture is really nice.
There's a bunch here. There's a big stack. There's Raph.
Maybe you could do like a smaller video, like at the table, of like close-ups of each one, like a montage.
Yeah, in the longer vlog post, I'll take video, individual photos of these and put them all in there.
That's a good idea.
That's Karai. Wow. All right. Shredder's daughter.
Yeah, I know. I remember from the show we were watching.
Yeah, I haven't played a ton of Tournament Fighters, honestly. I wasn't a fighting game kid, so I didn't have friends, so can't play fighting games by yourself.
I mean, you can't play against the CPU.
That's the saddest thing ever. I played a lot of Mario Kart by myself, and that was even sadder.
That's also sad.
I was in first place the whole time. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? We got oh, this is the oh my.
What's that?
This is the diorama.
Ooh.
It's all in pieces. I assume we're gonna have to put it together. May not be able to do that right this second.
Yeah. You could do like a time-lapse video for the longer blog post of you putting it together. That'd be kind of neat.
Could do that. Here's that. All right. Yeah, there's a Raph piece, and there's like other little character pieces and such. So I guess you have to put these all together at some point. But
stay tuned.
But it's I get it. That's kind of cool. So there's a background. There's the city.
Ooh.
And then it has this holder piece that I guess goes in the front here. So like holds them all in like 3D basically when you put them all together. I'll do that later on. So
Is that it?
no.
Oh wow.
I hope not. I hope not for the money I paid.
Yeah.
So this, if you're able to find this, it's 150.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's 150 bucks. So nothing broke. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is an art book.
Oh, very cool.
So that's cool. We kind of wish it was hardbound.
Let me see it.
But let me show the back cover real quick.
Okay.
More covers with the games and all that. Oh, that's cool. So it has a bunch of artwork from, that's like concept art, and there's the covers and all that. So that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, like design docs and stuff. All kinds of cool stuff.
that's really neat. Let me see.
So yeah, there you go. And that's it.
Oh, wow.
That's everything. Most of it's on the floor now.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The book is nice.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth the $150 you spent on it?
Yeah.
So do you think 60 for the game and 90 for all this other stuff?
Actually, the game is 40 on its own.
Okay, so 40 for the game and 110 for the book, the diorama, the cards, the pins,
the cloth, poster, and the awesome Kevin Eastman artwork. For me, yes.
Big Turtles fan.
Being a 40-year-old dork like myself, yeah, I was 5 years old in '87 when the show started. So I was in the prime for this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'd say so.
Cool.
This is my opinion. Yeah.
So if you're a big Turtles fan and you can find this somewhere, 150 is worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
According to him.
Personally, the one thing I'll say,
I don't have an opinion because I'm not as huge a turtle fan as you, but I think it's cool.
Real quick, while I pack this back up, tell the story real quick of your parents and how it was determined that you couldn't watch Turtles.
God. Okay, so as I've told this before on our video game streams, but when we were playing Shredder's Revenge, but real quick. I was not allowed to watch the 90s cartoon.
80s. Yeah.
Or 80s. Yeah, it was 80s, wasn't it? The late 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. My mom was very, like, anti-violence, and for some reason she thought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were violent. And so she was getting married to my dad. I was, like, 5 at the time and wanted to watch this. And she was getting married to my father. They're both mid-20s at this point, and she had said, hey, I don't think that she should watch this, but can you watch it and see if it's appropriate? He knows that the right answer is that I'm not allowed to watch this show.
Yeah.
He knows that that is the correct response. He just needs to figure out how to get to their correct response. And what does a 25-year-old who's watching a kid's show that there is no problem with come up with?
He was 25.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they were both 25. So what do you think an idiot dude who's been single his whole life and is about to get married and acquire a daughter come up with?
I mean, the answer is no, but
he knows the answer is no. You're not allowed to watch this. He just has to get there.
I'll preface this because I do know, because I watched that show a ton. The original 80s cartoon, if you go, for those of you who remember or go back and watch it again, there's no real violence in it. Like, they never use their weapons really. It's, they just sort of like, a fight is like, one of them will jump over the bad guys.
It is tame.
And then, like, there'll be a convenient rope nearby that either Raph or Leonardo will slash with a sword, and then a chandelier will come and fall on the bad guys.
Yeah, it is tame.
Yeah.
So his response to my mother is, she shouldn't watch this. They don't wear seatbelts in the party wagon. I'm not kidding. This is what he came up with. And my mom went with that because the correct answer was she's not allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
And thus I never got to watch the original Turtles one. I did see a little of it illicitly, and I did play a little bit of Fall of the Foot Clan on Game Boy because my parents bought my Game Boy secondhand and it came with it.
Which is hilarious because Fall of the Foot Clan is more violent than the TV show is.
Yeah. So yes, my parents defying all logic for. God, how long have they been married?
I don't even know.
They got married in 90. What year is it? Oh, Erica is the same year. So they have been, my parents have been defying logic for 32 years and counting.
Taking the cartridge out so I can play the game. Put this all back, basically. Yeah. Where's the lid?
Oh, it's right here.
Thank you.
With the reminder, everyone, not for children 12 years and younger.
Yeah.
I don't know why that cracks me up so much, but it does.
So yeah, we will be doing the stream of this this Saturday. It's the 3rd of September? Yes. And yes, so September 3rd, Saturday, 10 p.m. Pacific time.
We're going to play the arcade in Turtles in Time, right?
Yeah, so follow us here on YouTube. Or you can, there'll be our Twitch link below and all that too. So. Yeah, oh yes, my thoughts on this, real quick. I think it's worth it if you're a big fan, if you're a 40-year-old nerd like me.
And the dude you bought it from at Best Buy.
Oh yeah, should I tell that story again?
Real quick, I guess, yeah.
So, well, let me just put my thoughts about this out there. I think it's great. There are a couple flaws. One, I think the art book, for the price I paid, should have been hardbound. That's I'm kind of a book nerd in that way, I guess. I like hardbound, nice collector book stuff.
Collector books, yeah.
I think the BioShock set has a hardbound art book, so that's one thing. And I do know this from the game, even though we haven't played the collection yet. One thing that's sort of missing, sadly, this is a small thing, but apparently the 13 games are really well put together on this collection. They're really good emulations and all that.
Yeah.
The 2 arcade games in their original arcade cabinets had difficulty settings that the owners could ramp up or bring down. So that there's like a mid default setting, then there's like an easy setting, then like a hard setting.
Yes, I understand.
Well, it was, if you just got out of the crate and put it in your arcade, it was just always at the mid level, basically.
Yeah, you just had to crank it.
Apparently these don't have the difficulty settings.
Oh, so is it just like on mid?
No.
Is it on hard?
Apparently, well, people don't know for sure, but all the reviews I've read have said that the difficulty seems a little too easy.
Oh.
So it's on like the easier settings,
Easy
apparently.
mode.
Which, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it's kind of a bummer that we couldn't have the difficulty settings, but whatever. But other than that, this is perfect.
Cool.
I like it a lot. So, yeah, that's the giant collector's edition. This is kind of ridiculous, but it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh yeah, the Best Buy story. So I had pre-ordered this back in April, and then it came out on August 30th. So I roll over to Best Buy to pick it up, and I have our daughter with me, our 3-year-old, and I go to the counter, the online orders counter in Best Buy, and there's a guy who's probably a little older than me, maybe like
mid-40s,
mid-40s, maybe early 50s, thereabouts. Gray hair, older guy, and some 20-year-old girl that was working there too. So they're talking, and all that. And I go up and I say, hey, I have this online order. Can I pick it up? He says, sure. So he scans my phone, and he goes to the back. And he's gone for a minute or two, and he comes back. No joke. This is what he was doing. He walks out real slow. And he goes like this.
They can't see your face. There you go.
Like this is his face. Like what? Like he had no idea this was a thing, apparently. Like, and he was like, "Dude, this is awesome!" And the girl's just like, "Oh, whatever,"
Like,
and
old dudes and their toys.
He's like,
but girl, it is not a toy. Best Buy girl. They said themselves, not a toy.
Yeah. So he's ringing me up, and he's like looking at it like, "Whoa!" You're like, "So cool," and he says like, "Oh man, he says I played the old games, but I haven't played this one yet." And I was like, "Oh, this is not the new game. This is not Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
These are the old ones, like the old NES and arcade games and all that." He's just like, "What, really?" He's like all super excited about it. And the girl asks about it. I forget what she said, but basically they go back and forth for a minute, and then it comes out that she didn't know it was an 80s thing. She thought it was like just a current cartoon that her like little brother watches or something.
Oh, Gen Z.
And he's like, "You don't know the old show and all that?" And this is funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, this is cool.
She probably didn't know it was a comic first either.
Yeah. Neither did I, frankly. But
well, I mean, you did prior to this.
that's true.
Prior to buying it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's the Cowabunga Collection. Cowabunga Collections.
Cowabunga.
Stutter. Collector's edition. So yeah, we'll do one for the limited run Shredder's Revenge, which is coming some other time.
Sometime. Limited run is done with it.
Probably next year at this point.
I mean, who knows? It's limited run. Love you guys, but
yeah. Yeah. So that's about it. It's pretty cool. I recommend it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Watch out for the extended vlog version of this, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.